What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another ROK content. So, Rockers, as you guys know, we are part of the very historical big Imperium KvKs. So, we got 8 Imperium KvKs. And let's take a quick look in here on the scoreboard so far as we finally have reached into the KvK2 training stage. So who do you guys think is leading at the moment when it comes to troop training? You're going to be surprised. It's actually a quite familiar name in here that we're going to show. So my name is Shinchi42. We are in Kingdom 2891. We are part of this amazing KvK that we're going to be, I mean, honestly, we're going to get wrecked in here. I'll talk about a little bit my strategy as well in this video, my approach in here, and how I'm going to, take on this KvK with, my very low, minimal to almost none spending in the game. And once again, my name is Shinchi42. We're going to showcase this KvK, so if you want to see this, definitely tune in, subscribe, and turn your notification on. We do create regular Rise of Kingdoms content, so we've always been uploading ROK videos, so if you've been missing out on some of the contents, the notifications might not be hitting you up in here, but just always check into our channel. So let's take a quick look in here. We got number 1 in here, Samuk AK-47. So I've played with this guy before back in 1412. He was mostly in the Devil Alliance. So he is now in 60MX and he just have trained 101 million points. Absolutely insane. That is super dope, like super powerful in here. I mean, he is one of those deadliest player that you will ever find in Rise of Kingdoms. He doesn't get as high of attention as many other players in here, like when we talk about Fa, other players like Amadaziz, but he is one of the strongest and most dedicated player that I've seen in 1412, and if I've seen in Rise of Kingdoms. He will go all in out and drop a lot of power as well. But of course they have the financial capability to do this. If you're watching this video and you're seeing, oh my god, so many power, like how much money is this, like, please do not compare yourself to these men or these men and women, because they are at a different social status than many of you guys. Just enjoy how they power up. All right, it's different, totally different social status than you and I. All right, so I have money, but I don't have that type of money. All right, and most of you guys probably are not in the same level as that as well. But you can see number 1 in here is Samuk AK-47. Number 2, Mr. Hope and Wild Lion. We've made a video about this father and son duo before. They are Russians. I assume they are oligarchs, or at least the father is an oligarch. So you can see, again, different social status than us. All right, now we got more from 60 GT in here, 50 million points from TC. I can't read it. And then we got another 1960 from BKPZ Hell, 47 million. Redline 1960 with 47 million. That's a lot of power from Redline as well. Run V, 45 million power. Caltair, 44 million power. Again, DC, Chinese name, 41 million power. Allowance, we also seen allowance in here. So there's a lot of 1960 in here. One of the things that I mentioned in my previous video is like, hey, if you're in other kingdoms, might as well not compete, because you're not going to top in here. Might as well compete onto the next KvK, because you're not going to win any of the rewards. It's a waste of competition, right? So as you guys know, Rise of Kingdoms is built into competition. So let's say you spend A, somebody will spend B. It's a competition of back and forth, who's going to win. And it's very good. It's a very good business model with these RTS games, because then now they can generate a lot of income through people's ego and spending level. God damn, I'm honest. I hope I don't get killed here, but for saying all these things in here. Oh my god. Shinchi sometimes needs a bit of a filter, but you know what? It is what it is. Amadaziz number 2. It's not even Amadaziz number 1. The Ace. Itachi. Itachi is here. Oh, he went to 60 GT. I gotta ask him. I gotta message him. Did he went to 60 GT? Wait. Is that the Itachi of our Itachi? did you go to 60 GT? I just messaged him right now. All right, I don't know if that is him or not. I'm taking a quick screenshot here. If that is our very own Itachi. So I know, I mean, he's definitely very capable of this one to do it. But I feel like if Itachi is here, he would take number 1 though. We got some of our players in here, 30 million. Wow, that's absolutely insane. This competition is very, very good. A lot of 60 GTs making a huge power up in here. So we got Amadeus number 14, 19 million points. Dude, this is just insane. I want you guys to take a look into your pre-KvK rank and compare what is your top. What is your top, and then you look into the top 10. So top 50 at 13 million. Let's take a look into the very bottom of the list in here. Top 100 at 8 million individual points so far. Now, this is also including everything from stage 1. But you can see definitely this is, oh my god, just Samuk, come on, you went crazy in here. Kingdom rank, you can see 1960 dominating everyone in here. So we might be going against as 3 versus 5 type of KvK, but you know, honestly, I don't want to put our team down, or I don't want to put other teams down, but like the reality of this is that it is going to be very, very hard. Now, when we go into the open field, we're not going to directly see 1960 though. But when we go into the open field, what you're going to expect in this KvK is that there is going to be a lot of very rich players, like Lambo rich, or maybe yacht rich, maybe billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires. I don't know if there's trillionaires in this game, but definitely I think there's billionaires in this game. The thing is that you're gonna experience, like, they're gonna come into the field and they're gonna just whack you. They have all the highest gear. They all have the strongest crystal tech. You know, they're gonna max it out fast than me, and they're gonna have the best gear. They're gonna have the best artifacts. And you know, when you fight them in the open field as a free to play or maybe a low spender, you know, if you are even a super free to play, you're still going to get whacked, because when you go and fight 1960, you are now fighting the richest of the richest, the best of the best when it comes to account wise in Rise of Kingdoms. All right, these guys have put in a lot of money within the game to become one of the top players within the game. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That is their own money, but at the end of the day, you know, they've achieved this status. They are undefeated. So one of the things that I am thinking, one of my strategies in here, since I am not really spending any, money into the game, I'm not buying the supply depot even right now, the 30-day gem supply. I will probably buy the crystal supply, but my strategy is not going to be a lot in open field. Now, in the last KvK, I fought a lot more in the open field, which is completely reasonable because, you know, it's reasonable because it's not going to be too strong of an opponent. It's a little bit more fair last season. But now, when we're going against this team, there's a huge imbalance between my level and their level, and many people in this server. We're young kingdom as well in here. So imagine this. If I am surrounded with younger teams, younger players, they're going to get wrecked faster too, and then this is going to come down to me, and I'm going to get wrecked. So one of my strategy is that I'm not saying that I'm not going to fight in the open field. I am going to limit my fighting so that I don't drain out my resources. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solely focus a lot. So this is the mentality that we had back in 1412. I focus a lot on defending structures. I'm sure I'm going to accumulate a lot more deads this time than last season. I don't know if I'm going to accumulate a lot of KP though, because KP is going to be very, very hard to accumulate in here. So I will be focusing a lot into defending structures, joining rallies. That is one thing that I'm going to be doing here in this KvK. So, you know, looking into this, I have 25 million deads. 80 to 90% of this is T5. So I am definitely going to accumulate more. Maybe we'll reach 30 million in here, or, you know, maybe 29 million or something like that. That's my kind of expectation range, depending on how far we make a push and how fast we basically move, and whether or not we get, you know, taken out of the zone or not. So it really depends on the situation that we're going to be in. The thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on joining the whales. You know, I'm going to use their tech. I'm going to use their crystal tech. And this is something that I would recommend to many of the free-to-play players in this KvK with Imperium KvK. Many of you guys will be facing very strong accounts in the open field. Try to do as much limitation as well into fighting in the open field and focus on joining structures. I think with this KvK, we might be seeing the biggest fights in the Kingsland, and that is when you want to focus on joining into the rallies and defending. So if there's a pass rally, there's going to be a lot. We're going to join into that one. So you can see this is the map in here. We don't have the actual picture in here yet. We had some speculation, right, that we should be going into the water side in here. So the map is saying it's not open yet, but these are the participating kingdom. Everyone is Imperium. All right, we're the baby of the Imperiums in here. All these, established Imperiums, majority of their players are very, very established, like very strong, accounts in here. Now, one thing that I want to say to majority of the players that are, going to be watching this is going to be very fun. It's going to be very interesting. Don't judge me how I play, because I'm going to be playing a bit more conservative into my approach, but we're going to give all out at the same time by dumping our troops and joining and using the whales technology. I am not, it's a noob move if you are a free-to-play or a low spender, you don't have a good crystal tech to fight in the open field in this type of KvK. It is very important that you support the rallies, that you support the garrison. Now, for the players in here, if you're a mid spender, if you're a low spender, I do not recommend that this is the KvK that you spend on. This is not worth it to spend your money into in this KvK. Let the big dogs spend their money, because they are going to spend their money. As you know, within the game, egos are very important, because egos are played in these type of situation. Now, this is an ego KvK. Everyone's going to try to be like, oh, I'm going to be beating you. I'm going to be best in you. I'm going to spend blah, blah, blah. Those kind of things, right? So this is what we're going to be expecting in this KvK, with all honesty in here, right? The thing is that whenever you spend money into the game, you are buying virtual items. It is not translating into, real life. You're getting all these virtual, virtual like recognition, and as well as accolades as well. So just keep that in mind. That, if you're a low spender, maybe you're working as a blue collar job, you see all these big spenders in here and you want to be like them. Please do not try to be like them, because you cannot be like them. They focus, they have a different lifestyle than you and I. All right. So for them, they have maybe a very, very established business, or they came from a very wealthy family. So if you're a blue collar job, please do not try to attempt to be like them. You'll never catch up to them. So just keep that in mind. That is just my suggestion in here. I think our team didn't even try to compete for this one, because I think they already understand that there's no way that we're going to win anyway. So let's see into the kingdom rank in here. We're actually ranked 4th, which is not too bad. I'm kind of surprised that we are ranked 4th in here. All right. We're ranked 4th. So I think, are we trying to achieve to get the training speed, in here? It would be good if we get to rank 6, because we get the marching speed. That would be nice as well. Or at least, I guess, rank 3 for 1%. But I think we're not going to be able to reach rank 3 in here. It's going to be too far out. But look at just that absolute insane in the 1960. That insane amount of points is just crazy, guys. This is crazy. As of right now, this is about, 8 UTC right now when we're looking into this one. So that's just crazy, yeah. So, wow. 15 hours to go before the next stage. Now, this is definitely going to be one of the most interesting KvKs that you are going to be in. Just keep in mind what you're spending. It's, maybe you find it worth it. But for me, I have, changed my spending in the game when I've, realized that, every time we go into KvK, we have to buy crystal tech. And then you lose that crystal tech again after you spend all like 3, 4, 5, at least minimum of $1,000. Imagine that $1,000. What can you do? Like, instead of me spending money into the KvK, and maybe people will judge me, oh, Shinchi, you're not going to spend money and you're the biggest KvK. I'm like, sure, maybe you treat me like, bad because I don't spend money into this KvK, but you know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to go buy, we earn money as well. I'm going to go treat my mom, because my mom's birthday is going to be in November. I'm going to go get her an Apple Watch. Maybe I'll get her Apple Watch, but that's what I'm thinking. And then I will probably get myself an Apple Watch as well, the Ultra. So that's where my money is going to go, to actual physical goods. But see, I can create contents in here, that you guys are going to enjoy without spending money. And that's something that is unique about this channel, that I don't need to prove to you guys that I will spend thousands and thousands of dollars anymore, which I did before, and I enjoyed it. But I think we've changed in here. We've grown up a little bit. You know, I don't get stipend from the game. I don't get free items from the game in here. All right, and I make money by promoting the game, and I want to take it back into my real life. So I hope you guys can respect that aspect. But you guys are definitely going to see that we're going to be fighting in here. We're going to be using the whales technology to fight within this KvK. I have a lot of troops, and I've got some speed ups in here that I can definitely utilize. But I will not zero myself for this KvK. It's not something that I will do. You know, I will never zero myself in a KvK, especially if this is one-sided KvK. You're not gonna see that on me. I'm gonna do my part, and we're gonna enjoy. And I think many of the players in here will do their part as well, and they're going to enjoy. Some may zero themselves, but if I zero myself, I'm never going to be able to come back because it's going to be very, very hard. I'll use all my resources. That's fine. So I have another billion resources. I will use them as well. And we're going to try to do our best in here to do our contribution. But we know this is going to be a very hard setup for us. Anyway, rockers, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.